Hi friends! It's time for February TBRs. It is in fact February. Finally. It feels like I've lived so many years in 1 month. But let's get into it. So for February, I have a few obligation reads that I need to do. The first one I'll show you is Solitaire by Alice Oseman. This is the book that my mom and I picked to buddy read this month. It's pretty small. It's only like 220 pages. And the font's really not that small. So I think this one will be pretty easy to get through. My mom and I always pick a book to buddy read each month. Last month was Masters of Death, which I actually didn't finish until today. So I didn't finish in January, but that one was really good. And then the next obligation that I have is Romanticy-a-thon. I have picked 3 books for this readathon. I don't have to read all 3 of them to beat all the prompts, but I wanted to push myself a little bit. So the 2 that I know for sure I'll be reading are The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. This is the sequel to The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I have the beautiful Owl Crate editions for this entire series so far, and honestly I'm probably gonna keep buying them because they're really pretty. But that'll finish out a series. Technically it's the second in a duology, and now there's a second duology, and on Storygraph it marks that duology as number 3 in the series, but I'm gonna count them separately. And then the other book that I am definitely going to try to read for that is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This will also finish out a series, so that'll be 2 finished series on my spreadsheet if I manage to finish both of them. This one is the 5th, I think the 5th book in the ACOTAR series, the A Court of Thorns and Roses, and supposedly there are more coming, but for right now this is the last one we have, and it's a chunk. It's the biggest in the series, I think, and it is following a different character than the rest of the books are. So this is following Nesta, who is, I don't remember her name. She is the sister to the main character throughout the rest of the series, and she essentially is like mated with someone that she hates, and she is very angry about her situation. That's about all I know about it, and that there is quite a bit of spice, like quite a bit more spice than the rest of the series. So looking forward to that. And then this is a maybe for the readathon. I don't know that I'm gonna have time to get to it too, but I want to read A Fate Inked in Blood as well. This is by Danielle L. Jensen. It came out last year, and I bought this on my birthday book buying trip. I don't know what I want to say. I've heard mixed things about it, but I don't know. I'm still excited for it. I was excited for it when I bought it, so hopefully it's good. And then the rest of the month, if you didn't know, February is Black History Month, and I want to spend the rest of the month highlighting the Black authors that I've had on my shelves and haven't read yet. So this is going to be a priority for me. I've had it for a while. I think I bought it on my birthday book buying trip in 2021, I think. But this is Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo, and it won the Booker Prize in 2019. I don't know much about it, other than everyone seems to love it. So hopefully I love it too. Bernardine Evaristo is an Anglo-Nigerian writer, for those who are interested. And then I have a couple of stacks that I want to pick one from because I don't think I have time to read both. For this one, these are both short story collections. So I have How Long Till Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin and The Office of Historical Corrections by Danielle Evans. I actually think I bought these both at the same store. I think I bought them at Powell's in Portland, Oregon. So I have 2 books by Kylie Reid, actually. I Have Such a Fun Age and Come and Get It. This one is on one of the stacks that I want to make sure I read this year, so I may do this one instead of this one, but I have had this one longer and this one is older, so I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to decide it. I don't know much about this one, but I know that this one is set in Arkansas. I think it's in Fayetteville. In case you don't know, I'm from Arkansas and I frequent Fayetteville quite often. So I feel like I could relate to this a lot, even though I didn't go to U of A. I moved out of state for school. But I think I might end up going with this one because one is on the NPR's best list and I want to read the ones that I have from that, but also because I think I can connect to it more. So I'll let you know which one I end up reading. Maybe I'll read both. Maybe I'll love this one and I'll want to read this one too. We'll see. Although February is the shortest month, so I don't know why my TBR is so big. The next one I have is also on NPR's Best of 2024 list. It is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. I've read, I think it was called 7 Days in June by Tia Williams before, and I think I sobbed reading that book. So I am a little worried for my mental health reading this, but I also loved that book and I am excited to get to this one. And like with Come and Get It, it is on one of the stacks that I'm trying to read this year, so it would be good to prioritize this one as well. I think the rest of these were not on any of my stacks, or like there's not really a reason to prioritize them. I'm just gonna have them out and put them back after the month's done so that I can grab from them if I'm out of stuff to read or not feeling what I'm reading. And we'll just run through them really fast. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I have Ace of Spades and Where Sleeping Girls Lie, both by Farida Abike Iyamide. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that. My phone is recording, so I can't Google how to say it, but I will learn. I will go and Google it after this video. These are both horror, I think both YA horror, so they might be good to get to too. Like I said before, I have The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. I have had this for a while. I need to get to it. I now own 4 N.K. Jemisin books and have not read a single one, so we need to get to this one. I have the second in a series, The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. I liked The Gilded Ones. I didn't love it, but my husband really loved them, so I bought him the second one, and now I need to read it before we decide if we're going to keep it. One I bought on a whim and really know nothing about is Wahala by Nikki May. I found this one in a free little library and don't know anything about it, but apparently it's very good, very renowned or well acclaimed, and that is Saving Time by Zadie Smith. The next one I have is New York, My Village by Uwem Akpan. And the last one that I pulled out to have in my stack is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I think this one is kind of a mystery, and I tend to read mysteries pretty quick, so this might also be a really good one to prioritize. But yeah, that's my stack that I've pulled. The books I'm hoping to get to and the ones that I know I need to get to. I don't have much romance on this, unfortunately, since it's Valentine's Day, and also I might sneak in a romance or two. I actually think I'm about to go and try to read Happy Place. This is a lot of books.